Hello, welcome to our Boulder Thinking Capstone movie demo presentation. The first thing I'm going to show is our phone application through a command line interface. So the first thing I can do, well, what I want to show is obviously our YAML file. This is our default app config. What this file is actually bringing in is it's bringing in the CTI target that we talked to, a user ID for an agent to log into, the password, and the SIP URI account and password in both of the in this YAML file. So when we run our application, first thing it does is it starts the accounts, it activates all the accounts that are in there, and then it displays our terminal window. I want to log in as an agent, yes. So the first thing that I have to do is I'm going to log in as an agent. Boom, we get a message received. After we sent that one, we act the CTI server back. I can do all these options here are obviously stuff we can do. I can change state. I go to a ready state. I could do a 2-4, which I think this is a call wrap. We don't ever call that, but it's just the features there to change states by doing numbers and such like that. The next thing we can show is that we can go into, we can actually make a call. I typed that in wrong, so I can do a 9. And this is actually my number. I don't want to do this. I'll do it. Too late. Okay, so I can make a call. Obviously we can't see it, but hey, look, my phone's about to ring. Somebody answer my phone. Shows we have an active session. The call is there. We can answer it, and we can hang up the call remotely. And there it did it. As soon as the call was over, we automatically sent a message to go into a call wrap state. Get the acknowledgments, we act the server back. That's that. We can type in the help command again. I can see what my available options are. We can do a couple other features like the ping. Shows just shows an act that the CTI pinged us back or acknowledged that I sent it a ping request. We can do, what else can we do? Not a whole lot. This is a good demo. So I can log off, and then I can exit the application. We wrote the file to a demo.json file. I can open that up, and we can see the agent that was logged in, the states that happened that it did, how long they were in the state, and the time that it happened. Down here we see a list of all the messages that took place. It's kind of in a backwards order, so it actually starts at the bottom. They logged in, all these change state requests, and the last one is going to be a log off. And then we can see the session, the outbound call where I made my phone number there, and then the caller where it came from, duration, direction, yada yada. Quit that, and now we can show our automation side of the program. Okay, so now we can actually show the automation side of our application. This is the more practical side that the company had requested for the project. So we can go into the default app config.yaml, or not default, this is just the app config. Here we list off the CTI, user ID, SIP passwords for both of our accounts, an agent and a client. In the second one, we don't list some of the information down there. And now down below, I'm actually listing the series of events that I want to have happen between the agent and the client. So we can go and run our program now. I'll pass in a parameter of this appconfig.yaml file. And what this will do is actually it imports that YAML file instead of the default app config. So the first thing we see happen, activates the accounts, spawns these 2 threads, and it's going to wait some time here now. And the first thing it's going to do is the agent is going to log in. There we saw it. We got a message received. We act the message back. Now the next thing it's going to do is go into a ready state. And now with the agent states, when they're in a ready state, they can actually, that's the only time they can receive a call. So there, it went in a ready state, we accepted, or we acknowledged it, and we received the message and we acknowledged it. Next thing that's going to happen is that client one that we told to wait for like 25-30 seconds is actually going to try and make a call. So that should come up right there. It is. We see we're making a call, and now what this is actually going into is a Boulder Thinking demo system, and it's like a 1-800 number. They need to send a message to say, I want to go into this queue. So there, they sent a message. It waited the 10 seconds. It sent a 3 to go into our queue. So we have it set up to if they receive a call when they're in the ready state, they're just going to answer immediately. which we see right away. It goes to busy, we change the state to busy, they accept it, and the message is sent, and now we have an active stream for both accounts. So this call is going on, they're talking yada yada yada, it's going to go on for a couple more seconds here, boom, it's over. The call ended, the client actually hung up the call, and immediately the agent goes into a call wrap state. We accept, or we receive a message, and then we accept that message. The next thing that's going to happen is, we're going to go into a break state. There it happened, sent the message, we received that, which we printed out there, then we accept that, we acknowledge to the CTI server that we actually took that state for the agent. Next thing I think it's going to do is a ping, which basically, yeah, this is just a quick demonstration. That ping, we can ping the server, it sends us an acknowledge, great, we act back, done. So now that's kind of the wrap up of this. We're going to log off, the agent logs off, the client doesn't need to log off because they don't have the functionality of being an agent, they just can make a call. Log off was successful, and it reached the end of the file for the event lists that we listed in the YAML file, and the application ends. Okay, so now that the application ended, we can go into this, wrote the file, the demo.json here. Okay, so the first thing we see at the top is the account state, and actually this is the client one, and it only has a session there, again, because it's only a client. The caller, who it was, it tried to call, callee, so it tried to call that Capstone, or the Boulder Thinking queue. There's some other information there. Next thing we see is the agent state, or agent account, and then it lists the states, the duration, the time, and the series that they happen. Go down a little further, here we see the messages, and now these are only the messages that we sent out. It's not anything we received. So, and it starts at the bottom of the list. So we do a login, change state, ping, and then there's a log off. Right below that, we have a sessions, we have the callee, the caller, where it came from, incoming call, the duration, and that's what we've exported to the JSON file. So then the testers and developer of Boulder Thinking can actually look at these JSON files real quick and find information that they're looking for in different test scenarios. Thanks for watching the 2014 Capstone project for Boulder Thinking.